Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Bulova Marine Star 200 meter automatic, and this is model number 98A225. And as usual, we're gonna open this thing up, look at all the features and functions, check out the build quality, wearability, and Lume, and then I'll let you know what I think of this brand new Sea Star from Bulova. Also, make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel for all of my favorite watches that I reviewed on this channel, and be sure to visit my Teespring merch store and pick yourself up a t-shirt or a mug. I'll make sure to put both of those links in the description field for you. So here you go. Bulova watch box. Don't review too many Bulovas, but I saw this one. And I was like, it looks, kind of interesting. I wanted to take a look at it. So you got the watch on the watch pillow here. And underneath, looks like you have one pamphlet that's your setting instructions and your warranty information. So let's go ahead and take this thing out. All right. Put everything back, and we'll go ahead and put up the specs on the left-hand side of the screen for you. It's an interesting looking watch, man. I'm not quite sure if I'm into it yet, but it's definitely interesting. All right, you're looking at a 45 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 13.5 millimeters thick. It's 51 millimeters lug to lug. It's basically on a 24 to 22 millimeter silicone strap. So it starts at 24 and then tapers down to 22. It does have a mineral crystal. It's water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It's really hard to find out what movements Bulova uses, but this looks like it's a Miyota 8215 with about a 40-hour power reserve. Don't quote me on that, but that's what it looked like. If you look at the rotor in the back, it's got 21 joules, Miyota, and I'm thinking that's what this is. You do have a signed screw-down crown over here at 3 o'clock with some crown guards. You do have a screw-down see-through case back. It is windable. It is not hackable, which is one reason why I'm not quite sure about this watch, whether I like it or not. It doesn't have a day function or a date function. The Lume is only on the hand, and I couldn't find out what type of Lume Bulova is using, and the bezel is fixed. So, I kind of liked it when I first saw it, with all the nautical themed colors. You've got the blue, you've got the red, you've got the, you've got the gold in there. With the balance wheel, you got the big red second-hand sub-dial over here. What is that, about 430? You've got the applied indexes. It's just very nautical looking. If you look at the bezel, it's kind of like a porthole on a ship. And they've done some interesting things here. I think the design is pretty cool. It's just maybe too much use of the nautical colors for me. But if you look in the bezel, it's got like a blue, like a really shiny, polished IP coated blue insert kind of on the bezel. I'm trying to show that to you here. See if I can get it better in focus. And then you've got the blue little dots at the different index points. Look at that. It's probably what, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. You do have some nice, if you look on the inside of the dial, it's kind of got like an octagonal type of thing going on. The indexes are definitely applied, highly polished. You've got some striping there on the outside of the dial. Again, that big red second hand. And that second hand just flies over that balance wheel, by the way, which I think is pretty interesting. The hands themselves, nothing really remarkable, and that's the only thing that's loomed on the entire dial, by the way. I've never really been an open heart dial type of guy. I think it's honestly kind of cheesy, guys. That's just me. Some of you guys are going to love this thing. It's just, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, in the middle of the review, it's really just not, not my cup of tea. Actually, I don't drink tea. I drink Diet Coke. It's just too kind of 70s nautical themed for me, if that makes any sense. Was it Thurston, Howell the Third on Gilligan's Island? It just kind of reminds me of a watch that he would wear. Highly polished. The case is highly polished. Everything is highly polished except for maybe this bezel right here. But everything on the dial is highly polished. The markers, the hands, these little blue pips right here. Both sides of the case, that signed screw-down crown, the crown guards. It's just a little over the top with the nautical theme for me. They've got multiple different variations of this watch, by the way. So you could probably find a color that you really like. I just wanted to take a look at it to see. It looks like the fit and finish is pretty good, guys. I have to admit. This strap, the silicone strap, is pretty nice, pretty supple. It doesn't look like it's going to take a lot of wear in time to make it really comfortable on your wrist. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. You've got two keepers here, and thankfully they're both movable. They're not fixed. One of them isn't fixed, which I like. You've got a contrasting color scheme on the strap. You've got blue on top, then you've got the red, and the strap has a really nice texture to it, kind of like almost like a waffle pattern, like a herringbone pattern. You have a little lip right here. See that little lip? That helps keep the strap on your wrist when it encounters one of those keepers. So I like that. A lot of dive watches have that little lip on there. Then you flip it over and you've got the red. And it looks like the red is kind of like a wave pattern. I mean, it's interesting. Let's take a look at the case back. There is the movement. Again, I'm guessing that's a Miyota. You've got a whole bunch of laser etching around the periphery of the dial, water resistant 200 meters, the Bulova logo, stainless steel. I'm not quite sure what that number is for. Maybe it's just a serial number. There is the model number and maybe another serial number. It looks like there's a couple different types of serial numbers here. Movement, not really decorated. I mean, it's just got a simple rotor. You do have some Geneva striping, so it's a little bit decorated. But the movement itself is not super decorated, nor is the rotor. It's just kind of, to me, honestly, guys, kind of like an average offering from Bulova. I'm not inspired to run out and buy this thing like some of the Seiko divers that I see or some of the Citizen divers that I see. Bulova kind of, to me, has an old school design aesthetic. They're very still kind of 70s and 80s. They're just, I don't know what it is about them, man. I mean, some of their watches are really cool looking. Like some of those Sea Stars are really cool looking. This one, I mean, it's not bad. The fact they don't list the movement type on their website kind of irks me. The fact that they don't list what type of lume they're using irks me. If I remember correctly, this movement has been in production since like the 70s. This is an old movement. So, but again, I mean, some of y'all are going to love this thing, man. I mean, it's a pretty decent looking watch, but the open heart design kind of kills it for me. The lack of lume kills it for me. Man, I'm really trashing this watch. I don't mean to be trash on the watch. It's okay. And some of y'all are going to love it. You're going to totally disregard what I say. And absolutely, that's your right prerogative to do that. Go out there if you like it, go out there and get one, man. But normally, I like Bulova watches normally. But this one, again. So anyway, let me go ahead and try it on. And the strap is really comfortable. I will say that. Super comfortable strap. Let's see, it looks pretty good on the wrist. It's definitely blingy, man. So if you're going to like a 70s or 80s disco party, this might be the watch you're looking for. Not bad. You got a signed buckle there. What else? So, I mean, guys, this is one of those watches where, when I first saw it, I was like, man, that looks really cool. And then when I inspect it further, I'm just not blown away. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not blown away with this watch. I don't hate this watch by any means, but I'm definitely just not blown away with it. So let me go ahead and show you the lume. Don't get your hopes up. Lume is really weak. Again, only on the hour and minute hands. And I don't know what type it is. Again, Bulova is kind of secretive with their specs on their watches, man. There you go. Not bad. Now, to the naked eye, it's not that bright, but the camera does pick up a lot of low light. So on the camera, it looks fantastic still, but to the naked eye, I'd say probably 50% faded already. So I don't know, man. This is just one of those watches where I just, I wanted to review it, but then again, once I actually take a look at it, I'm like, eh. So if you want to get one, head on over to Amazon. They're currently right around $400, between like $395 and $450. Depending on what model you want. I think they actually retail, let me see what they retail for. They currently retail for $550 on the Bulova website, but obviously go to Amazon or eBay and get one a lot cheaper than that. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'd love to know your thoughts, mainly on the styling of the watch. If this is something a lot of you guys would like, or again, if it's a little too kind of retro for you, like it is for me, not bad. I mean, it feels pretty solid, but guys, I'm going to have to probably take a pass on this one, man. But I wanted to review it at least because it's, it's brand new. Well, it's been out for maybe 2 or 3 months. So it's a brand new model. So I definitely had to review it and let y'all know what I thought. So anyway, let me know what you think. And again, as always, Please make sure you like and subscribe and click that notification bell. And guys, I really appreciate you watching. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, and I really do appreciate it. And until the next review, I'll see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.